checking out the PickGrip. Here we have one of the paddles that I got. I don't really like playing without a grip anymore. Honestly, like there's a few different reasons it helps absorb these kind of grips, whether it's this one or another one. They help absorb the kind of shock that goes through and will run through your arm, and that helps prevent injury, but not a doctor or anything like that. But you can see here, this one, it comes with an overgrip, so that's really nice. And then we have the grip itself. I'm not seeing too much like overlay with the rubber here. We do have this seam. Now, when it comes to some of the other brands or some of the other options for something like this, I have always been able to just basically stretch this out and like pull it down. This one already seems a little bit thicker than some of the other equivalents of this, so I might have to get some warm water so that this is easier to stretch out. But basically the way you put this on is you're going to want to take off the original grip. We're not going to put that over this. We're going to have to take this off. So let's go ahead and get that done. So we have our original overgrip off that comes from the manufacturer. And I will say this is going to be your first kind of problem with getting these on, is a lot of these paddles, they come with this like double-sided tape originally that doesn't really come off. So to get this off, and it's really sticky, so to get this off is going to be your biggest problem. Sometimes you can get it to where you can peel it off once you get like a good amount, and then sometimes you're stuck. And I have used a paddle cleaner, one of those rubbers, to kind of to get this off before. I've been able to peel it off sometimes, but getting this off, you don't necessarily have to get this off to be able to get this on, but it is going to make your life a lot easier if you do. But essentially, you can see right here, you're going to take off the original overgrip. You're going to remove the original grip. And then you're basically going to moisten the inside of the pick grip with lotion or lubricant and then stretch it over that. So we're definitely going to do that. I'm going to try to get some hot water to really loosen this up so it's a lot more stretchy. And then we're going to try to wet this down and make this not so sticky to be able to get that on. All right, so I might have cheated. I do have this like handheld steamer here, and I have just been doing this. And getting the end wet has basically removed all of the stickiness from here. It also is going to make it a lot easier to get on. And then we're going to go ahead and get this kind of heated up so it's easier to stretch too. All right, so now basically you just stretch this out. It's not that easy to do, so that is just something to take note of. And then they do include some overgrip that we're going to check out once we get this on. All right, so now we have it on our paddle, and in my opinion, so we are going to get our overgrip on here. You don't want to play with just the rubber, but in my opinion, having some sort of grip like this elevates your paddle. Even you can get a less expensive paddle. When you put one of these on, it definitely elevates kind of your paddle to be much better. It helps absorb a lot of that shock that you're going to get that goes through the paddle whenever you hit, and that's going to help prevent some injury, some shock injury that, I'm not going to go into that because I'm not a medical professional, but it's going to help prevent injury, as well as, being able to have your fingers kind of in these different grooves. You're going to know a lot better how you're gripping your paddle. You're going to have a lot more stabilization, and it's going to help it to where you don't have to necessarily hold on as tight, because now your fingers are kind of in these grooves, so you actually can have a looser grip and still be able to hold on to your paddle. So let's go ahead and get our overgrip on there, and let's check it out. I'll show you guys what it looks like with that. I just wanted to show really quick, don't forget to take off the plastic film on the overgrip that's included with the pick grip. It might seem like it's not there, but it is there, and you're just gonna have a way better experience if you get this off. And there you go. That's what the finished product looks like. I would say the overgrip they included might be a little bit short. I mean, for this handle, this was a shorter handle, about a 5.5 inch handle, so it just barely was enough for that. But, you know, depending on the size of your grip originally on your pickleball paddle, it is going to make it thicker, so that is something to be aware of. But I know that for me, I like having this kind of grip on my paddle, that I'm going to put up with that, which is also why I try to only buy paddles with a smaller circumference in the handle, so that when I do add this, because I don't have big hands, I'm not a big guy, but yeah, this is definitely going to elevate your paddle in my opinion, whether you're getting this one or an equivalent. But if you are looking for this, this is definitely a good one to check out.